Hi, my name is Kimberly from Zeman Development. Today I'm going to show you how to export your data from Razor's Edge into Mailchimp using Chimpegration. So open up the plugin, choose Export to List. On the first screen, the first thing we need to do is select our Mailchimp list that we want to put data into. And we can also export into any groups that we've got set up in that list as well. So I've got an interest group, and everybody who I'm exporting today has got an interest of tennis. You can obviously export into more than one group at any time, and you can either add to existing groups if it's a one-to-many relationship, or you can replace groups if it's a one-to-one relationship. So then we need to choose the data that we want to send over to Mailchimp. We can do that from either a query or an export. When I click on the binoculars, I can find all my existing queries. I've got one set up here. Let's take a quick look. And any of the fields that I want to send over to Mailchimp, I just put in the output of my query. So let's choose that query and click Next. Now we can decide how we want to update the records on Mailchimp. So do we just want to add the new email addresses, or do we want to add the new email addresses and update the existing values? Obviously my list is blank, so I'm just going to add new emails for now. And then we've got some options here for if your constituents in Razor's Edge share an email address, because on Mailchimp only one person can have an email address. So this just allows you to determine a main contact for that email address in your Razor's Edge database. And then finally we do the mapping. So we've got the output fields from my query on the left here, the Mailchimp merge variables in the center, and we just double click to match them up. So find the appropriate field and double click. We strongly suggest you use the constituent ID for accurate matching. And also if you're using the pro version of Chimpegration, then you need the constituent ID in order for the synchronization to work. You can save these mappings and load them up if you've got very long lists, or if you just want to reduce errors when other people are running your exports. So when you're happy with that, you can run the export. But first of all, let's take a look at my Mailchimp list. So this is the list we're going to use, the export demo list. Currently, it doesn't have any subscribers, it's empty. So let's run the export. So there's 16 records to be exported, and they should appear in here pretty quickly if we refresh. So you can now see that there are 16 records in the list. We can see the first name, the last name, the interest group of tennis that I added for all of these contacts, the constituent ID, and we can see the usual information about the source being the API, the date added and the date last changed as well. So it's that simple to export your Razor's Edge data into Mailchimp. Thanks for listening.